To improve your mobility of your back and pelvis, try this series. I'm going to start with pelvic tilts and pelvic plucks. Lie comfortably on your back. Start taking deep, slow breaths. Feel your breath fill up your rib cage, and then your abdomen, and then finally your pelvis on the inhale, and then exhale, reverse. Inhale, fill up the ribs, abdomen, pelvis, and let the air flow back out the same way it came in, just like a wave comes in and out on the beach. As you breathe deeply into your pelvis, I'll hope that you'll feel a gentle rocking motion of your pelvis rocking away from you on the inhale, and then rocking towards you on the exhale. Once you feel that that motion is naturally occurring, use your breath to accentuate the movement. Make it a little bit bigger on each breath. If you focus on the contact points of the back of your pelvis on the floor, you should feel the contact point shift between the inhale and exhale. And that bone that you're rocking on is called the sacrum. And each side of the sacrum is your SI joints, and these are notorious spots for pain and stiffness and discomfort. Okay, bring your movement to a stop. Now we're going to roll side to side over those SI joints. So rock your pelvis so that one side of your pelvis has more weight into the floor, and then go to the opposite side. Your feet are going to be initiating this movement. So now as you're rocking side to side, notice how it feels to roll over your sacrum from one SI joint to the other. Now with this movement, we're not coordinating with the breath, but continue that nice slow breathing pattern you established with the rocking forward and back. Notice if one side feels different from the other side. All right, now you can do this as long as you like, but we're going to take it into a circle for now. So instead of going forward and back or side to side, you're going to circle your pelvis along the floor. So if you had a circle on the back of your pants, press the circle into the floor. You can imagine it's like a clock, and you're moving around the numbers of the clock. Notice if there's any parts that feel more stuck or sticky. And go extra slow through those sections. You may find it natural to add the breath back in, so that you're going to inhale as your pelvis rocks away from you on the far half of the circle, and exhale as the pelvis rocks towards you on the near half of the circle. Okay, now let's reverse the direction. Start slow again. And focus on the changing of the contact points of your pelvis into the ground. It's likely this side will be a little more difficult. We tend to pick the easier side to do first, just naturally. And notice how this side feels different, or this direction feels different from the other direction. So any parts that feel more challenging to move through, I'm so, just go a little bit slower. Focus on moving with intention and breath. Let's finish up with one more circle. All right, next we're going to go on diagonals. So moving from the top of one side of your pelvis towards the bottom of the other side. So start rocking back and forth along one of the diagonals of your pelvis. And notice again how it feels to rock across your sacrum. If you're not already, coordinate your breath with the movement. So inhale as your pelvis rocks away, exhale as it rocks towards. Let's switch diagonals. So pressing one side of your hip down into the floor, and then rocking across to the opposite diagonal, and then back and forth. Inhale, rock away. Exhale, rock towards. Now the final movement we can do here is a little bit trickier. It's like a figure 8, so, or an infinity sign. So if we start rocking from the top of one hip towards the bottom of the other side, just like we've been doing, and then roll along the side of your hip, like you're going around that clock again, and then we can go on the other diagonal. So roll from the top of one side to the bottom of the opposite side. Roll up the diagonal, and then continue on that figure 8 pathway. It's a little bit more coordination. If you visualize the figure 8 on the floor, just follow that path with your pelvis. Once you get the pattern, see if you can add that breath back in. Inhaling as your pelvis goes away from you, exhaling as it goes towards you. Once you have that direction, go the opposite direction. So traveling along the same pathway, and now you're going to go down along the sides and up on the diagonal. Go slow and match your breath to the movement. Once you finish your next figure 8, come to a stop and see how your body feels on the ground. Does it feel different than when you started? Perhaps you feel more settled and grounded through your spine. Next, let's do a rotational movement. Cross your ankle over your knee and let your knee relax open. Now the knee is going to point in the direction of your twist. So allow your knee and your ankle to pull yourself over into a twist. Much of your back is going to come off the floor, but keep the opposite shoulder grounded. Your core is now going to pull you back up, moving from the top of your spine to the bottom. So the top bone that's off the floor, can you use your abs to push it into the ground? And then the next bone, and then the next, until you end up back at the beginning. Great. Now let the leg pull you over again. Heavy leg causes you to twist through your entire spine. Pause at the bottom and breathe. Enjoy the stretch. And then on your exhale, pull your core in and press one bone at a time through your spine back to the floor. Let's do 2 more. Allow the leg to pull you down. Exhale, use your core to pull your midline, your spine back to the floor. 1 more. All right, here we go. Heavy leg pulls you over. Enjoy that nice twist. On your exhale, start to initiate that core and press back into the floor. Switch sides. Side 2, cross your ankle over. Allow the knee to open up and relax. And then let the knee fall to the floor, creating a nice twist through your spine, while the opposite shoulder stays grounded. Enjoy the twist. Hang out and breathe for a moment. On your next exhale, engage your core to pull your spine into the floor, sequentially moving through each bone in your back. All right, let's do 3 more. Rotate your knee, allow it to fall to the side. Enjoy that twist. On your exhale, pull the abs in and return slowly and meticulously towards the center. 2 more. Heavy leg, let it pull you over. As you return, see if you can literally feel each bone have its moment in time to return to the ground. Once more. Enjoy your last stretch. Then move just as slowly and as meticulously on this last one as you did on all the previous ones. Return your foot to the floor. How do you feel now compared to when you began? Do you feel a sense of groundedness through your spine, perhaps with a more active and engaged core? How does it feel to breathe now?